soul.
Even Leon gets Leon fired up when he hears that soul right there at the end. He gives us the stamp of approval as we get it rolling on XL Primetime Okama Beer Company Monday, and I'm happy to be back in the building with my bros as we are a day away from minicamp. It could be a 3-0 lead for the Knickerbockers by the time tonight is over. We will see how that goes. Last night, Vegas with their really a comeback save after a big lead that was lost. So anyway, we got plenty of sports to get into, but I'm back from Nash, man. I had a good time. I tore it up a little bit. Yeah. Not like I didn't go crazy. I honky tonked, but I also did a ton of work stateside and saw a bunch of great acts for the CMA Fest.
Body's good.
Oh my gosh!
Didn't pull anything.
Listen, I got a bruise like right under the rib because I don't know what I was doing, but I was hauling keyboards around, speaker wedges that weigh like I don't even know.
Was it that, or was it leaning over the bar and like?
It might have been. You know, I'm trying to think. You make a great point. The height of the bar, but no, I did not. I was working more than I was consuming. But we saw so many great acts.
Great videos by you on Instagram.
They were awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
TLD was like fired up.
Yeah, and so TLD and Hyla got in to see Keith Urban, and Florida Georgia Line closed out Friday night. Jelly Roll closed out Thursday night. Shabuzi Saturday night. And on with all the others that I was countryed up. There
What's
ain't no
the deal
doubt
with
about
Flaw Jaw? Are they getting back together or no?
They are.
They are.
So here's the way it went. It was cool because Joey, the son-in-law, who's way up in the power rankings now, he knows it. His
light years in the power
his competitor Jordan knows it. It's just the way it is because he's the one who kind of gets me in the door where I can hang out and work and be stateside for all these things. So anyway, they had the mystery guest that was going to be performing Friday Night Live, and then no one really knew. But then all of a sudden, there was
Josie. He's here.
Exactly. I'm headlining. Woo, that would have been great. But then apparently they were doing a sound check over at the concert at Nissan, getting ready for the concert that they were going to do the next night. Then it started to get out. You know how social media can take over. So anyway, they introduced Tyler Hubbard, who's one of the original member and the most successful singer of Florida Georgia Line. Right. He goes out on his own. They break up, and it's been, 3-4 years, and they decide they're going to get back together. So they come out on stage. The lady introducing the act, she says, "We've got something very exciting. Put your hands together for Tyler Hubbard." And I'm not paying attention. I knew it was going to be a mystery guest, Florida Georgia Line. I look up and I see Tyler Hubbard's name on the screen. I'm like, what? Did I miss something? Did I miss a meeting? And so anyway. Halfway.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be important here.
Yeah, this is big.
Why didn't they talk to you about this?
I was not consulted. And so I'm thinking, okay, now I'm figuring it out. They walk Brian Kelly on stage after Hubbard.
Different Brian Kelly.
Exactly.
Okay.
After Hubbard banged out 3 or 4 of his biggest hits as a solo artist, and then they come back together, and then they started just one big hit after another from Florida Georgia Line. It really was. It was a cool scene. It was really good. And they all sang their behinds off. But JJ was saying Brian Kelly, a different one. I had to tell the story again to TLD and Hyla and Joey because Dabo Sweeney's...
The Dabo story.
Yeah, Dabo Sweeney's wife says, "We're in Charleston. We've got to go see Brian Kelly's wife's new store that they opened up." And he said, "Wait a minute, Brian Kelly's got a store in Charleston?" Anyway.
Like a boutique?
Yeah, a boutique. It was the other Brian Kelly with an E in his name. But just so many really good ones. I had figured one thing out, though. I'm vertically challenged. I don't think I could be a country music star because these dudes right now, they're in the weight room. They're growing them like 6'5", like Cersei size.
I don't like
Gaffers.
that.
And they're yoked.
6'5" gaffers.
Yes, they. No,
Wow.
I'm
No, he's talking about the
country music
stars.
Oh, wow.
stars.
Really?
That's why I still like Willie
Oh.
Nelson.
Really?
Yeah. What the
Little
hell
fella
happened?
smoking weed.
Yes.
Right.
Get on
Never ran a day in his life.
Not a day.
get on a rickety bar stool and just play the guitar.
Exactly.
And the one dude that was kind of that guy, Cody Johnson, Entertainer of the Year. That guy's got some hits, and he just sat on his bar stool and played his guitar.
I respect that.
Yeah, it's
Well,
totally
Keith
old
Urban's a
school.
little guy, but he is yoked.
Oh my God! And I didn't videotape and send you guys the one just guitar solo that he did.
He's
But
Prince.
it
He's a
was-
country man's Prince.
It was
Yeah, he's good.
Oh,
Everybody's on HGH or TRT or whatever
he's
the hell it
ripped.
is.
yeah.
He is ripped.
Yeah, he's ripped, and he's always stayed in good shape. But he was just talking to the guitar with his hands. It was incredible.
Well,
what he
you
was
know
doing.
why they stay in good shape? Because it brings the ladies, and
Oh,
when
you
you
better
bring
believe
the
it.
ladies, the fellows follow.
Like, I'll just tell you this. I'm gonna show you this one.
Genius.
I'm gonna,
That is genius, right?
it
So
happens that
simple,
way.
yet
It
so
does.
pure.
So simple.
But I'm gonna show you this one video, a big source that
Mhm.
I did of Russell Dickerson, and he comes walking towards me, and he's smiling, and all of a sudden it looks like he's looking right at my camera, and he starts to flex and whatnot, and he's
Oh,
got
jeez.
he's got the tight jeans on. I'm like, I got uncomfortable. I stopped. I'm like, I had to turn away. I had to avert my eyes.
You wanted to look, didn't you?
Eye pollution.
But anyway,
Not that there's anything wrong with that, JoJo.
exactly.
So country music, they're just becoming, sex idols,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah,
Pop
and
artists.
and part-time rappers, because that's apparently where the young country artists.
Which I hate that.
I know. I
when
don't
they're
mind
like
it.
talking,
Yeah.
that's why
I
the
don't
newer
mind it.
country stations are almost unlistenable
That's
to me.
bubblegum country.
Yes, because like they all start by talking like only Leon can talk during a song
Exactly.
and get away with
There
it
you
like
go.
that.
And that is coming
Cat's out
soon.
the bag.
Yeah.
of course.
and the cat is out of the bag on that one with his premiere. But it was a great time. Broadway goes nuts for CMA Fest, Spotify House, where Old Red was, Blake Shelton, Luke Bryan, on and on and on with all the ones that came in there. It was a blast. I had a big time.
That's such, wait, real quick.
Yeah.
That is such a great name. The cat's out of
Cat's out of
Cat's
the
out the
bag.
bag. Especially for the context of the song.
right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just so perfect.
Man
When he
finds
finds
his wife
out-
sleeping
Yeah.
with his
Cat's
best
out of the
friend.
bag.
Yeah,
Wow.
bro.
And the double entendre with the
Exactly.
cat.
Yes,
Mhm.
of course.
Yes.
So what? I
Anyway,
need
go
an
ahead, Joe.
update,
Sorry.
Joe.
Yeah.
I need an update on a price for a bucket of beer in Nashville.
Oh my God.
I told you guys before that I'd never experienced this before, but I said, we like rushed to our seats. We got the Kid Rock honky tonk, and we're like, I'll take a bucket of Bud Lights. They come back and we drink it. We want another
50.
one. No, we'll tab out right now. Guess?
50.
I mean the book.
How many in a bucket?
Yeah, I was doing that.
Six.
Six.
Definitely 50.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say more than that. I'm gonna say $60
$60 for
minimum.
45.
No, right in the middle. $59.
59.
Wow.
So with tip, it was
Yeah.
what?
Oh, yeah.
God.
And- But they bring in big acts and whatnot. But
In the words of Chris Stapleton, so long, Nashville, Tennessee.
I'll put it to you this way: a cheap beer ain't cheap on Broadway. Okay.
Golly.
Yeah.
Okay. So you PBR lovers, like you could go. It just ain't happening.
By the way, Stapleton Thursday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
Nice.
know
At the
you're gonna
arena.
love that. I know you're
Fired
gonna
up
love
for that.
Yeah.
Fired up.
You know, beer will be cheaper there.
Yeah, I don't care about beer
And
at
so-
that point. Just sitting there and
And
enjoying
in the land of IPAs, like if you're anywhere on Broadway,
Mm.
that's $11 to $14.
Yeah, because you love those
$59
heavy
for
beers.
6 beers.
59 for 6. Yeah. And they're passing the bucket for that band that they booked up there.
Yeah, you got to pay for the music.
Yeah.
Which
and
those people deserve it.
they do killer.
Every single act
Oh.
in any bar or / airport,
Yeah, they're just trying, man.
restaurant in Nashville. Dude, I was at an Applebee's in the Nashville airport one time,
Mhm.
and it was like the girl singing was the greatest artist you've
Yeah.
ever heard
Oh,
in your
yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a dude
I'm like,
yesterday.
she couldn't even make it out of the airport.
No, we had a dude yesterday, Brett Collier, that was just playing all the bigs. And I'm like, dang, he sounds good. And we were at Old Red, which is where we've
Yeah.
done the show before the airport. But anyway, they got a Tootsie's in the airport with somebody playing, all the other places. But Russell Dickerson, this dude that I'm going to show Leon a video of, not that long ago was walking through the Nashville airport. Nobody knew who he was. And now he's this big up and coming star, and everyone goes crazy for him. But
It's a cool town,
yeah, it is. And,
obviously.
and so many instruments that they were playing. It was just awesome.
But how satisfying was that beer after you put in all that work?
Oh my gosh, yes. So we did.
It was like the
Nothing
beer
better
you
than
never
a
had
hard
before.
work beer.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, and when we were all done,
Mm-hmm.
everybody goes up to the rooftop at the top of Old Red, and we're talking.
You didn't throw a couch off of it, right?
No.
Like, what's his
No,
name?
not Mike Morgan. And by the way, that was across the street when he tossed that chair.
He's lucky, man.
From Jason Aldean's rooftop bar, and so anyway, we all go up there and we do, like, we're talking, I don't know, 15, 20 guys that had run the stage the entire time.
You and your boys.
Yeah, the entourage.
Yeah.
And then all the other people that were serving and setting up and everything like that. Anyway, we did a shot, and then they opened up the bar, and we all
You
had a
and the
great time.
help.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
guys just,
listen, we worked,
kings of the night.
but I do have a bruised rib. I at least have a bruise to prove it. So So
We're glad you made it back because Matt was very worried about you. Matt thought you were just like 80 years old up there, couldn't hang with the young fellas. And
Where's this even coming from?
You remember on Friday you were like, "Oh, Joe's gonna get hurt."
Actually, what I said was, well, what we love is, when the cat's away, the mice play. We were doing all kind of stuff you would never do.
Well, we were making fun of Scotty Scheffler.
We were making fun of Scotty Scheffler, which you would never.
That's against the rules.
Don't you dare!
I did say you might have a problem up there gaffing. That's all.
Yeah.
So the one thing that I will, two quick things I will remember. It's so loud, and this one young kid's trying to tell me what to do, and JJ can really appreciate this because he's always trying to tell me what to do, and I can't hear him because when I'm talking, I'm not listening. And so anyway, he comes up and he's like, "We need to go da 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 da," and I'm like, I pull my earplugs out and like say it again. He goes, "We're gonna get some wedges," and I'm like, "No, I'm good, thank you very much."
Like potato wedges.
Yeah, I had no idea. I'm like, "No, I'm good, thank you very much, I appreciate it." And he goes, "No, speaker wedges," and he pointed to the, and they weigh
hilarious.
They weigh 75 pounds or whatever. Wow. I'm like, "No, I'm good." And then to Matt's point,
yeah, give me a mild.
Yeah, we're breaking down Midland, and they got so many guitars and a steel guitar. The only band I saw with a steel guitar, so that is old school. And anyway, I got to get a keyboard up there, make sure it's set, and it's boom, 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 moving fast. And so someone else is going to bring the keyboard rack to put it on. I go up there, I swing around. I'm just trying to be nimble as I can be. And I finally let go of the keyboard, set it down. I turn, I think I'm done. Knocked over a guitar.
Oh.
Wait, whose?
Yeah.
It was
important.
It was Ernest, and he is, we're talking an expensive guitar.
I'm sure.
But it landed right on the case. So everything was fine.
Whose guitar was it?
Ernest. You got to look him up.
All right.
Yeah.
He goes to camp. He went to jail. He had a Christmas.
Exactly. Yeah, that one.
He had a court rule in his favor, so he got out of jail,
Yeah, that's how he's allowed
He gambled
to play.
on his own team.
Gambled on his own team,
But I freaked. But everything was fine. Fell on the guitar case.
Wow, you would have got fired. You're only your second time, bro.
Perfectly flat, all good. But it was that moment in time. I looked at the guitar.
Was it like sheer terror when that thing fell?
Oh my God! He goes, it's fine. He goes, it's fine, man.
It's like, yeah, it's fine. This isn't even my job.
Oh my gosh! But we unloaded a bunch of bands, and anyway, it was a great time. And then loaded them back up, sent them on their way.
So people that you're working with, that do this, what are they like? What's the next job? Do they just go on the road with said person, or they work in Nashville?
I would say of the crew that we had, 8 out of at least half, maybe a little bit more, work there all the time. The other ones are those guys you get
literal
signed.
roadies.
Yeah, that you get signed. But then the other half of it, the Spotify house people, when they're bringing their bands in, those guys also have road managers.
Yeah, these guys have got to be salaried, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, we're hauling people's gear to their luxury vans and whatnot they're driving off in. There are dudes walking up and down Broadway carrying their own gear, okay?
Yeah.
It's crazy. They
just, on a bike.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so we need to hit that, and then we're going to come back with this.
That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
I think we all bet, Matt, that we would be right about Brendan Sorsby. And
we wrong.
No, we were right. You were
right. We were right. Because anyway, bottom line is we need to get into it. Sorsby, Brendan Sorsby, quarterback for Texas Tech, who was found to be gambling when he was at Indiana on his own team. All sorts of things came out of it. He went into recovery and rehab and so on and so forth. Texas Tech is sitting back trying to figure out what the heck the deal is. He is now eligible with an injunction to return to play college football with a 2-game suspension. So let's get into that coming up in just a second. Mokama Beer Company Monday. Happy to be back. It's XL Primetime.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway. She's the gem of your afternoon on Helmets and Heels from 2 to 4.
I'm done being the good girl, standing by and watching them run things.
Taylor Dahl.
We can do it better.
With Lauren Brooks and Tom McManus on Helmets and Heels. Weekdays 2 to 4 on 1010XL.
When you're injured, you need more than legal advice. You need someone who truly cares. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, I take pride in what we do. You're never just another case. We take the time to listen, guide you through the process, and fight for your recovery every step of the way. And remember, you pay nothing unless we win. Zip, nada, nothing. Learn more at CampioneLaw.com. Offices, Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
Did you know your roof ages from the inside out? By the time you see a leak, damage already exists beneath the shingles. Sun exposure, humidity, and seasonal storms slowly weaken roofing materials over time. If your roof is 15 years old or more, then now is the time to start planning, not reacting. At Endless Summer Roofing, we provide professional inspections and clear guidance so you can make informed decisions. Visit EndlessSummerRoofing.com to schedule a free inspection. Endless Summer Roofing, protecting your home from Florida's endless summers.
The off-season is when you add speed, power, and precision to the team.
This is your game plan.
Keep the off-season rolling with AA Automotive and 1010XL. AA Automotive on Richard Street. Family run since 1954.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold has recently hit an all-time high at over $5,000 per ounce, and silver is over $100 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold and silver for cash and get top dollar, or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
In Jacksonville, we love our sports. You might say we flip out over them. Football, baseball, soccer, hockey, basketball, golf, and there's our outdoor game, fishing, surfing, and just chilling. There's so much to do, it will make your head spin. But keep your cap on because Visit Jacksonville has you covered. Check out visitjacksonville.com/locals or download the Visit Jax app and stay on the ball for all the upcoming sports events in Jax. Go local, go sports. Jacksonville, the flip side of Florida.
When my wrist pain was acting up and I needed help, I took Dan Hickens' advice and headed over to see the experts at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. This is Stuart Moore with the PGA Tour. I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Whenever you have a need, they took great care of me. They'll take great care of you.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy. The next time you need orthopedic care, you can rely on our team at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Mike Dempsey here. DraftKings Sports is live in all 50 states. Yes, that means you, Florida. The whole world is watching one tournament right now. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in Florida. So whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Florida, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers, sign up with code 1010XL, spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards. That's code 1010XL. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issued in non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends June 28th. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Saw that bikini top on her. She's popping right out of the South Georgia water. Thought, oh, good Lord, she had them long tan legs. Couldn't help myself, so I walked up and said,
Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mokama. Check out their great craft in the tap room at Fernandina Beach.
I almost went straight to the boot store after I was stateside for this one.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I love this song. I don't care how overplayed it was or corny it got. I still love it.
It was so good. And when they come up with a band, they know they got them a hit. That's for sure. And maybe you a song. Oh, all right. 641-1010. You guys jump in. What you saw over the weekend, it could be the NBA, the NHL, the world of golf, anything that you were jumping in on. Baseball, of course. You can do it 641-1010. Hit the text line. Designed by Lifetime Enclosures. We got to get into tonight's game, and then also the fact that what the H happened Friday night with San Antonio late in this game to lose that second game at home and leave the Lone Star State down 0-2 heading up to New York. So we'll get into that coming up. Tickets, by the way, 11,000 right now.
Dude, listen to this. So I was always assuming that when they said get in, that means you have a seat, right?
Oh, no.
No.
SRO.
My wife was telling me last night to get a bar stool in one of the, I don't know, bars/restaurants in the Garden is $10,000. So, yes, you are getting into the Garden, but that doesn't mean you actually have a seat to the game. You're literally in the bar at the Garden for $10,000.
So it's funny. I always say it's SRO.
What does that mean?
Standing room only.
Okay.
And then if you're in this situation, you may be SOL, which we all know what that is.
Yes.
Okay. You don't even get to see if you're talking about what you're talking about. Oh yeah, you're in.
You reserve a bar stool
and then go watch it on television.
Yes, at the arena.
That's so New York. $10,000 for a bar stool.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
11,000.
What are courtside seats?
Well, 11. All right, I'll just tell you. At least 11,000 was the peak on Friday. Obviously, when they came out of that win against the San Antonio Spurs to go up 2, and so they just went nuts. All right, let me just see if I can find this here. All right, here it is. Get in prices peaked at 11,000 on Friday, higher than the Super Bowl, if you can believe that. 2 auction courtside seats went for. Let me see if I can pull this up. And they obviously have everything going on with the security, trying to get the president in and out and all that kind of stuff.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and that's nuts, of course, as you can imagine.
Yeah, you're going to want to get there hours and hours and hours early.
Yeah, but Hicks already paid for those courtside seats, so
Dude,
he's there.
did you? So I got a request to go on a special morning show to talk about the World Cup tomorrow. Be there, 8 a.m.
GMA or the drill?
The drill.
Okay.
And
all right,
the GMA's next. That's after that. So you go from hack to the drill to Good Morning America. That's how it works.
Shameless
but
plug,
anyway,
by the way. Shameless plug.
Awesome.
I was like, because he said, do you want to come on with Jeff tomorrow? And I'm like, Dan's not there? Thinking he's like in New York. Dude, he had a pre-scheduled vacation. He's in like Scotland or something.
Wow.
Huge L. Huge L.
Hey.
Like the biggest L possible.
Leon, what happens when you're on a losing team? You book vacations early.
Yeah. You just figure that they aren't going to be
Yeah,
there.
they're not going to be in the finals. I'll do that.
Are you crazy?
So that's probably what old Hick was thinking.
Like, what's the wake-up time for a 9 p.m. tip there?
5
It's
hours.
5 hours.
Yeah. So you're looking
3
at
in the
2 a.m.
morning
yeah.
or something?
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's at least
2 a.m. Yeah, it's 5
I mean,
hours.
if he's a true fan, he'll be up.
Yeah, I bet he will be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it on the same?
It's 5
And then
in
you're like,
England, and I think it's still 5 in Scotland.
Yeah.
You move over, it's 6 hours
Yeah, I think
further,
Yeah.
like out of Northern Europe.
And you're like in a room with your wife. Like, how are you? You just turn the TV on and yell and scream at like 3 in the morning. And you know that's not how it goes. And like bars aren't open. So it's like, you just have to be super quiet in your hotel room. Like, so
Or
nobody
you go in
don't
the
piss
lobby.
anybody off.
Go in the lobby with your laptop.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not a
And
bad
Hick
idea.
And in a laptop in Scotland, I can hear Dan. Oh, for the love of God!
Oh, I'm sure that the internet sucks.
First of all,
he has a way of getting a little loud, too.
You know Hicks got a suite, so I mean he can go in the other room and watch.
Well,
the
is
game.
it even on? That's true. Is it even on TV there though?
Oh, yeah. It's
You
worldwide.
think so?
It's worldwide.
What if it's
Okay.
what if it's scrambled? One of those TVs.
You can see a glimpse of it.
Exactly.
All right, so let's go from a Hick in Scotland to Sorsby, out of a courtroom, out of rehab, back in a uniform. They basically get an injunction. The Sorsby camp sued the NCAA for the opportunity to play, and now they're saying, is it agreed upon a 2-game suspension that he will serve?
The judge just took what Texas Tech offered the NCAA,
Okay.
basically.
Okay, so explain
Sorsby was
that.
like,
Texas Tech-
I'll suspend myself
Texas
for 2
Tech,
games.
right. Texas Tech offered
Nothing
the
better
NCAA
than
a 2-game
self-imposed
suspension
fine.
because they play, I don't even know, Abilene Christian, I think, and then Oregon State, which may as well be Abilene Christian right now after the rest of the NCAA just chewed through that conference. So that's the first 2 games. And they got Houston, which is could be a difficult game on Friday, the following Friday. So that's why it was only 2 games. But the reality is this. You've got a guy who admitted to be a degenerate gambler, not just a gambler, okay?
Degenerate is
not just a guy who
flimsy term.
not just a guy who gambled a few things. He had thousands of bets that he admitted to, thousands, including more than 60 on his own team at Indiana in 2022. And he's somehow now eligible to play. Because his attorneys, Jeffrey Kessler's, one of the 4 or 5 attorneys he had. Jeffrey Kessler's the guy who spearheaded the House case, which changed everything.
Yeah.
So which gave billions to former players who missed out on NIL and opened the door for pay-for-play and all of that, okay? So Jeffrey Kessler's crushed the NCAA.
Yeah, he has.
He picks up this case, and their argument is it's a mental
disorder.
I guess disorder is probably the best way to say it. They're calling it a mental disorder where he can't help.
That can't be the word they're using.
Yes, it is.
Probably not.
A mental disorder?
Yes. I don't know if they use the word disorder, but it's a mental
just an ailment,
abnormality, maybe. I don't know. But what they're saying is, he was addicted. There's nothing he could do about it. He was addicted.
Nothing he could do about it.
He needed help.
Was he born with it?
So he needed help. Okay.
Yeah.
And in this era of no one helps anyone, and we're all so mean to everybody, he needs help. So now he needs help to get over his gambling addiction, where it wasn't just him gambling. It was him knowing what he was doing was illegal by setting up different accounts in family members' names and friends' names.
Course, because the app
so
was
he would
going to
feed
prevent
them.
him from.
He fed one of his friends, $60,000 to gamble for him.
Wow.
Okay?
Right.
So this is what we're looking at right now.
Out of that.
And some judge, some just absolute joke of a judge in the state of Texas agreed to it and said, "Yeah, I think that's good."
Here's the most important part of this.
Sounds about right.
Sounds like
Organized
pandering and pontificating judge said, "Yeah, I'll do that."
Organized crime.
Well,
at its finest.
Listen to this, Leon. The court decided that Sorsby would suffer, quote, probable, imminent, and irreparable injury.
Stop right there. Stop
if he was
right
not
there.
allowed to play?
Yeah, stop right there. If he's not allowed to play, he goes in the NFL supplemental draft.
There's
nothing. What were those words again?
He's the victim. Probable, imminent, and irreparable injury.
There's nothing irreparable injury about going to the NFL and getting paid to play football, which is what would happen.
Specifically, the judge ruled that Sorsby would lose access to high-level training,
NFL,
and the ability to maximize his athletic potential, thereby complicating the decision to enter the draft.
NFL.
The irony is
no
that
complication.
By being allowed to play, he is actually opening himself up to be getting injured, actually, irreparably, ironically.
Yeah, that's
a
good word to use.
And there's something's going to happen. The universe will take care of this at some point.
Don't say that. That's nasty.
Hey,
the football gods.
If you see somebody mistreating a dog, you can say that.
At some point, man. I'm telling you right now.
But don't mess with our football.
Hopefully not by an injury. Hopefully he just sucks. Like he's just terrible this
One
year.
way or the other, the football gods will take care of it.
Texas Tech loses
then
4
let's say
games.
let's say they go 12-0 and they're the 2 seed, and they get the first round bye, and then they go in the second round and they're
football
playing
gods
in
like Sorsby.
the Cotton Bowl against I don't know, just a big underdog, and they lose by 21.
Or rooting against him.
He throws 3 picks.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Or they win the national title.
Vitriol going on right here. What if he throws for 3,500 yards, 30 touchdowns, 5 picks?
There you go.
The NFL's still going to take him.
You love that stat line, by the way. That's your Trevor Lawrence stat line, I think.
It was, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Okay. I think I had Trevor a little higher.
Yeah, you did. But you had the 39.
What if he does that? Well,
what if he does that? He's going to be a top 15 pick.
I don't know. If you're the NFL, is there any kind of hesitation at all with this cat?
No, they don't care.
No, they don't.
But you know what the worst part about...
I get they don't care about beating your wife and all that other stuff and vehicular manslaughter. I get all they don't care about that. But now you're talking about something that could impact the integrity of the game.
Yeah, they'll have an eye on it.
Well, we've already seen players come back from that in the NFL, one for the Jags.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley. And they are hyper-focused on it now.
Yeah, you'll do a little suspension.
They'll put a trail on him, okay?
Well, here's the thing that I was going to say is, the story isn't even really about Sorsby. It is, but it's the precedent that it sets.
Oh, my gosh,
Because now, none of these guys who get in trouble, quote unquote, I'm using air quotes when I say trouble, trouble for gambling, are ever going to actually get in trouble now. It's what's stopping anyone from gambling now?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Because as long as you can lawyer up, then you're in good shape. All right, 641-1010. What say you about Sorsby? You guys can jump in on that. We got to get to a couple of other things, but definitely that is one of the hot topics in the college football world, so we will keep on it. You let us know what you're thinking, 641-1010. It is XL Primetime on the Mocama Beer Company Monday. If you're up there in the Dina, go check them out on South 8th Street. If you're out shopping for some delicious craft, make sure you check them out at Total or ABC.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hurricane season is here, and now is the time to make sure your property is ready. Weak, damaged, or overgrown trees can become a serious hazard when storms move in. Trust the experts at Lucas Tree Service with over 45 years of experience for professional tree trimming, removal, and storm preparation. Don't wait until a storm is on its way. Schedule your tree assessment today at lucastreeservice.com.
Picture this. Steaks on the grill, drinks in hand. Your crew gathered around a brand new outdoor kitchen. CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living makes it happen. From kitchens to fire pits, they do it all. CSSFireplaces.com. You dream it, they build it.
Picking here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
Not everyone is built for a cubicle. At Local 234, apprentices get paid to learn hands-on skills like plumbing, pipe fitting, HVAC, the stuff Jacksonville runs on. No endless lectures, no massive student debt, just hands-on training, real jobs, and real pay. This is how you level up, by doing work that actually matters. Check them out at UA234.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Best Bet St. Augustine's Ride to Riches giveaway is getting close. The action continues now through August 7th. Every hour of poker and table games played at Best Bet St. Augustine earns you a chance to win over $40,000 in cash and prizes, including a brand new side-by-side 4-seater all-terrain vehicle. Get to Best Bet St. Augustine. Visit bestbetjacks.com for details. That's bestbetjacks.com. And we'll see you in St. Augustine.
Hey, it's Greg, and I'm now 4 weeks into my Awaken 180 journey to lose 40 pounds in 10 weeks, and I'm already down over 20 pounds. That's average 5 pounds a week. I'm eating real food, good food, and feeling satisfied. And yeah, people are noticing. I'm getting comments like, "You're looking slimmer," or "When's the last time you wore that shirt?" That feels pretty good. You know, some people ask, "Hey, are you taking the shots or pills or whatever?" But my doctor advised me about the potential long-term side effects and the commitment. You know, a shortcut was not the answer. I wanted a realistic solution that definitely works. A clear plan with an actual human coach so I'd learn the right way to lose weight quickly and safely and keep it off. And that's exactly what Awaken 180 has given me. A clear, easy plan to lose 40 pounds in 10 weeks. And I'm already halfway there. So look, if you're unsure or been putting it off or like me, just finding excuses, I'm proof that Awaken 180 works. How would you feel being down 20, 40, even 100 pounds? Make the choice. Go to awaken180weightloss.com.
Frank Frangie here. When you're inside the Kuhn Flowers showroom, you'll find a wide array of gift ideas that will take care of any gift-giving situation. Spend a few minutes there, and you'll see for yourself. That's Kuhn Flowers on Beach Boulevard.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mocama. Check out their great craft in the tap room in Fernandina Beach.
They got breakfast early in the morning. The baristas serving up coffee so you can head on in before they start serving that great craft, and you can have a little Monday meeting and a little organizational with some coffee and caffeine and enjoy that. Of course, they got a great breakfast menu that will take you through the rest of the day, and entertainment, all sorts of things happening. Just log on mocama.com, along with the great craft that they serve daily up there in Fernandina on South 8th Street. So, New York Knickerbockers, San Antonio, the Spurs lose game 1. That was Wednesday night, and then come back Friday night. Is that how it went? Yeah, Wednesday night and Friday night, and then come and they've got this game in. They're in a position to win the game at home. They need it in such a big way. They would go down 0-2. We all know what happened if you watched how the thing unfolded. I didn't see it until afterwards. I was blown away by it. The fact that Brunson misses a shot. He had a good look from about 21 feet, something like that. No, less than that, actually. And Wembanyama gets the rebound, and then inexplicable what he did after that.
It was a meltdown, mental.
Chris Webber.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't,
in a lot of ways.
That's fatigue, bro. That's absolute fatigue. And in that moment, that crucial moment in the game, you can't make that pass.
Bad decision and bad pass.
And then he fouled immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
He fouled Brunson immediately.
He panicked.
But make that clear. That's mental fatigue.
That's mental fatigue, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then a young team like that hasn't been, well, the Knicks have either, but a young team like that hasn't been on the bright lights like this.
No.
Of these moments. I don't understand. Well, he had mentioned that they're like spoiled kids that don't understand the magnitude of this moment. Well, you don't either.
Mm-hmm.
You're new to this as well.
It's true.
And it showed in game
in
too.
a lot of ways.
Yes.
Across the board.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is what we talked about this late last week when you were doing your gaffing work. Is that he's at the point now where everybody's looking at him, and JJ made this point. Everybody's looking at him to be the next face of the league. This is a huge stage for him right now, and he's kind of wilting.
I think he looked great in the second half. So what happened
He looked
was
better. He definitely looked better. Yes.
First of all, the guards on the Spurs, specifically Castle, they just don't do a good enough job of getting Wembanyama the freaking ball, dude. How hard is it to get a 7'5", 6" guy the ball, man?
This is kind of funny.
It is insane.
We would go back when we were all talking about this before. You're like, the offense doesn't really run through him, and you're right.
No, it doesn't. But it should.
It's almost like they're forcing to show you, look, we're part of this thing too.
Oh, dude, and Castle's the worst. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go up here right at the beginning of a shot clock and take a dumb jumper, take a dumb three, and like just totally ignore this. It's almost like if the first action isn't working to get him open or to get him the ball, they'll just like forget about him the rest of the possession. It's like, you guys got 24 freaking seconds, man.
I can't believe that.
Maddening.
He's a good shooter outside of the paint. He is obviously a guy who can just barely lift his body and almost dunk it. And so you should be feeding him. He will get beat up. But in today's NBA, you don't get to body and
he gets
batter him.
calls though.
He does. He does. But here's the other thing, okay? And this was Wednesday night. He took 30 shots.
He was bad in the game
and only made 8.
He was terrible in game 1.
He was 2 for 9.
12 of 13 from the line.
He was in the corner in the fetal position in game 1.
Yeah.
And then the first half of game 2, to where I thought Charles Barkley was awesome.
Yeah.
In the halftime, they go to him and he's like, Wemby is shook right now.
Yeah.
Or I forget exactly how he worded it, but like he's got nothing. He doesn't know what's going on. Cat is owning him.
Yeah.
And then they finally started to get him the ball in the second half, and he looked a lot better. They came back and they took the lead. Like I still think if he makes that shot at the end of the game, this series is completely different. If he makes that shot to end game 2 and they win, to me, the Spurs are favored to win the series.
They can walk into MSG and steal one just like New York.
But now, to me, it's over.
But no, you want to talk about shrinking in the moment, and then the paralysis that comes along with that. When you're down 0-2, all of a sudden you move a little slower. You're second guessing yourself, and then like Karl Anthony Towns is loving life.
He's the MVP.
Oh yeah,
right
absolutely,
now.
he is.
He's playing his fanny off.
He's bodied him on both sides of the ball.
Up, man, he's bone up.
And look, I just remember this from the conversation we had on Wednesday. That I think you picked the Knicks. I think
he did.
I did,
yeah. And I liked him early in the series. I didn't pick him to win the series, but just the fact that all the confidence is there. And Karl-Anthony Towns is as much a man on a mission as Jalen Brunson is. Both of those.
Yeah, he's been better than Brunson.
Yeah.
Brunson wasn't great in game 2 again. Shout out to Bridges, who made every single shot. I think he only missed one field goal the entire game. OG Anunoby's played great. He's made huge threes. Every single like Alvarez when he had to played good. Every single role player, bench player for the Knicks has been great. You can't say the same for the Spurs.
No.
Fox finally started to play all right in game 2, but he's been terrible. He's missed easy jumpers.
Remember what their bench points were against Oklahoma City.
Oh, they're still bad. What's Cornette is so bad. Like the minutes when Wemby has to leave and poor Cornette has to come in.
So there's a couple things with Brunson. Number one is he's not playing like he had in the regular season. There's no doubt. Okay. Number 2 is there's still the threat of Brunson out there, and I think that helps New York, and that helps.
And in crunch time, you know he's going to bring.
Yes, that helps their motion offense. That's number 2. And number 3, what happens when he does become the guy that he was in the regular season?
Goes right back. The Spurs have no chance,
right?
Yeah. Especially in the Garden. You know,
tapes up. Yeah.
So one quick, real quick, Leon. 5 teams have come back from down 2-0 in the finals. Only 5 in the history of the finals. None of them when losing the 2 home games.
Really?
So if the Spurs come back to win, it's literally never been done before.
Yeah. I mean, they got to find a way to win tonight, Spurs.
Yes.
They do. For real. I mean, they've got to play like a desperate team. I mean, you have to.
Yeah, they
in
are
that
desperate.
environment, in
they
the
had
Garden.
to be desperate on Friday.
Yeah, luckily, they're so young, they probably don't even know the difference.
But this still goes back to what you guys are saying. They are going to be as physical as they can with Wembanyama and see how he responds.
Yeah.
And I believe the Knicks are 6-1 in the Garden this postseason.
Sounds right.
And
2-point favorites tonight.
Yeah,
by the way.
2.5. And would you lay that?
No, I'd take the Spurs, but I've been wrong about every single game.
I'm thinking about doing that one too because I liked them in game 1. Did not expect it in game 2 at all.
You're talking about the Knicks.
The Knicks.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I just think the Spurs has run up on some old man strength. You ever know old man strength? I remember when my granddad. I remember when my uncle ran up on my
Don't
granddad.
mess with old man strength.
And my granddaddy flipped him on the back of his head. I think the Spurs are a young team, and they just ran up on a seasoned team, and they're shook. They're shook by the old man strength.
Yeah. And the old man all of a sudden says, "You forgot about me."
Yeah.
Didn't you?
Yeah. Old man get that bolt off,
the old
too.
man was
when that bolt stuck, old man trying to get that bolt off.
Yes.
And the Knicks knew nobody really gave him a chance in this series.
No one.
And of the old man thing that they got going, Mike Brown is just as hungry as
he's
any
been
of them.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's just as hungry. He will, when it's all said and done, LeBron has been searching for that crown again, that another ring. And then obviously he and Mike Brown split up when we go back to the days of Cleveland. And Mike Brown could be a NBA champion coach when this thing is all said and done. So crazy.
Without having to put together a dream team. And,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, this was just
2 or 3 other superstars.
I think only one player out of anyone that ever really plays on the Knicks in this postseason has been drafted by them.
Oh, wow.
All of them are free agent pickups or trades.
I mean, how many of those players could you say? The NBA had it's a top 100, of all time. How many of those players right now?
0 on the Knicks. Top 100 of all time.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Or even close. You can see them developing in that. Right. None.
All right, we'll keep it going. 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, a Mokama Beer Company Monday.
XL Primetime. Driven by Duval Ford. Hot summer sun.
The sun is shining down.
Ice cold beer.
Good day, sunshine.
1010 XL.
Good day, sunshine. Sunshine.
Jacksonville's summer station.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative. Now's the perfect time to order logo coffee mugs, or maybe a logoed stick brand tumbler. They're seriously ice cold and look great with your company logo. HardballCreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
It's Men's Health Month, and Ackerman Urology reminds you that early detection matters for prostate health. If you're over 40, now's the time to get checked. 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in their lifetime. So don't wait. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
Hey guys, Prosser here. When you need new windows or doors, you want high-end quality without the middleman markup.
That's exactly why I'm telling you about Cash Building Material. Same premium materials, same beautiful finishes, but at a price that actually makes sense for your home. No subcontractors, no runaround, just their own experienced crews who treat your house like it's theirs. Get a quote today, thank me tomorrow. For windows and doors, search Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
Summer's here, and it's the perfect time to upgrade your backyard with Superior Fence and Rail. Get the fence you've been wanting with 12 months financing and no interest, so you can enjoy more privacy, more security, and more curb appeal without the upfront stress. Make your outdoor space ready for summer. You must have credit approval from our third-party financial institution. Call today or visit SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Bueller,
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, pal. Where have you been?
Out on the town, every night.
Way to go, Tiger.
Well, it's a bit of a mystery, Jason. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm getting all these Visa gift cards in the mail. I'm spending them as fast as I can, but...
Wait, you're getting random gift cards in the mail?
$25, $100. I'm buying drinks, I'm buying dinner. I don't think I'm cut out to be a social butterfly, Jason.
Pal, those are from our Bueller Air and Plumbing referral program.
They are?
Yeah. If you recommend Bueller Air and Plumbing to a friend or family member and they book us for a service call, we send you a $25 Visa gift card as a thank you. And if we install a new system, we send a $100 gift card.
So if I take a girl out and tell her about Bueller, I might get enough to take another girl out and tell her about Bueller?
I mean, it's not the worst idea you've had.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
I'm Chris Campione. Auto accidents can leave you feeling lost and overwhelmed. But at Campione Law, we're here to guide you with a personal touch through every step of the process. We don't get paid unless you get paid. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione. Campione Law.
Retired Lieutenant Colonel and ONU alumni Michael Dargavel here. The hardest transition isn't deployment, it's coming home. Be part of the solution at ONU's Mission Possible Gala, October 17th at Sawgrass Marriott. For information and to register, go to onuvets.org. That's ONUVETS.org.
I'm Rick Ballou. DraftKings Sports is live in all 50 states. Yes, that means you, Florida. The whole world is watching one tournament right now. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in Florida, so whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you are in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Florida, the world's biggest stage in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers sign up with the code 1010XL, spend $5 and get $200 in total rewards. That's code 1010XL in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss, market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click the claim issued in non-withdrawable. Predictions, dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends June 28th terms. DKNG.co/predictions promo.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mocama. Check out their great craft in the tap room at Fernandina Beach.
They definitely will be fired up any day of the week. If you head on in there and enjoy a little craft, they would love to see you. Nassau County knows about it. You definitely can find out about it as well if you're visiting up in Fernandina Beach South 8th Street, just as you enter the historic district, an old 50s car dealership, beautiful tap room, and they got a little outdoor area. They got a market that they will set up weekly, monthly, all sorts of different things going on. Make sure you check out Mocama Beer Company. We've been checking out the storylines surrounding Brendan Sorsby, and now the NCAA, after ruling that he was ineligible, there's now been an injunction filed by a judge which allows Brendan Sorsby to return to play college football. He is now a Texas Tech Red Raider. He will sit out the first 2 games of the season against the mighty Abilene Christian, whatever they are, and then the Oregon State Beavers.
Which may as well be Abilene Christian right now.
Yeah. What are the Abilene Christian? What are they? The
Crusaders?
fighting,
I don't know.
The fighting,
I don't know.
Cowboys?
Who knows?
Fighting Lobos? Fighting
It looks like a cat. It's a cat.
Point is the Wildcats, I think.
Wildcats.
You want to blame someone in this entire mess? Honestly, blame Texas Tech.
It's the Wildcats.
Seriously, blame
Wildcats?
Texas Tech because Texas Tech, like every NCAA institution, signed off on the gambling edicts. Okay, if you gamble, you are out. Period. You are out. You
So that-
cannot gamble. Okay.
Basically, whenever someone signs a scholarship, that's what you're.
Yes, it's NCAA rules. It's
Right, I'm
they
just- I'm just
and they are
setting the
part of
table
the
for the-
NCAA.
so for the
They're-
listener,
yes, they're one of
yeah.
the 300 plus universities that make up the NCAA, and I think that's what everybody always gets confused about. The NCAA is not some huge, raining down rules body on all the other schools. The NCAA is the schools. It's an association. So they're all together. So when they make rules, they all agree to the rules. All right? So all of these 300 plus universities agree to if you gamble, you are out.
Right.
Okay? So then what happens is the number one player in the transfer portal, who just happens to be a quarterback, who just happens to have signed a $5 million a year deal with Texas Tech, who just happened to not score a point in the playoff last
They
year. Okay.
sucked offensively.
Okay.
against Oregon.
So Texas Tech then decides, you know what? We're gonna apply for his reinstatement because we don't think it's right. Because he's had his feelings hurt. Because he has a mental issue.
And guess what? If I'm Texas Tech, what am I doing? I'm thinking we might have a legal ground to stand on, and I'm going to challenge it.
Well, there's no legal ground to stand on. What you have is a judge who's going to stand there and say, okay, yeah, I'll do it because he's a pandering, pontificating putz of a judge. That's why.
Yeah. Well, there have been so many things that have
They
been
all
challenged.
knew the rules. They all agreed to the rules.
Yeah.
They signed off on the rules.
I hear it.
They play favorites, bro. You know that's. If it was the punter or it was the long snapper, they'd be gone.
There are no more rules right now in this.
No, and
whatever you want to call this thing now, because it's not an association, it's not a league. It's a bunch of teams players doing whatever the hell they want and getting judges to back them up.
But what's so funny is every single time we have this discussion, Leon, you are my witness against Matt Hayes on this one. Every time we have a discussion on anything in the world of college athletics, Matt says, guess what? They'll sue them and they'll figure out a way to get it.
Yes.
And then they say, well, guess what? The players are going to want more money. Guess what? They'll get more money.
Yes, they will.
I want to know what the hell happened to Aguilar. He must have had
Joey got
the worst.
hosed,
Yeah, he's like the only one in the history of the last 3 or 4 years that hasn't been granted an extra year of eligibility. Like it's so weird.
You remember in Raiders of the Lost Ark where the
Vandy fan
where
in
the
Tennessee.
Saint there, and
The
where the Saint is guarding the cup.
Of course,
you chose poorly.
Yeah.
So Joey Aguilar chose poorly with his judge. Okay.
Joey Smoke's like, wait a minute. I had no idea he went to Vanderbilt. I know he was in Tennessee. I had no idea.
But by him choosing poorly, it benefits the Jags because he's
got that right.
He's their future backup.
Yeah, he's at the very least a practice
Still believe
squad.
that the kid with that cannon's going to be a backup
candidate.
somewhere.
We'll see how it goes. By the way, we will see a bunch of him and Nick Mullins running team 2, team 3, however they split it up. They've been really good, this coaching staff, I believe, as far as putting guys in different spots. And Leon, you and I have been out at OTAs. We'll all be out at the minicamp practices, just checking stuff out. But you already seen rookies in second team offense and all kinds of stuff. Even Emmanuel Pregnant's been running. Was he running? I can't remember if he was running.
He was running 2s and 3s as a left guard. Yeah, we saw Ranshaw back out there. He was running 1s on certain packages. Yeah, I mean the key is for the rookies to get acclimating, give them an opportunity to get in that playbook.
Yep.
So when mini camps and the training camps roll around, you know what you're doing. Then you can go out there and see if you can fight for a position. Yeah.
How do we get from like Sorsby to talking about the
Aguilar?
Yeah, we got Aguilar. We hopped. We hatched onto that train.
Yeah, you're the one who did it, actually.
We're professionals.
Just say the NCAA.
I was giving you
Actually, I didn't do it. JJ brought up Aguilar. I didn't bring it up.
No,
JJ.
but you said, and it's good because he's.
I said right.
At
At the end of the day, it helps the Jags, right? Because they've got like a 6'4" dude that can wing it
your segue.
instead of a
beautiful
small guy that really showed last year. That just
Yeah, I think this roster is right now experiencing a transformation in turnover, where youth is being served, where they're finding more talented people to play. Oh, hugely important in just bridging the gap from bad to playoff good, and that's what this team is hoping for, that they turn themselves into. And so, yeah, Nicky Mullins, he's on watch. You mentioned Caleb Ransaw.
Yeah.
Any of the guys that are playing the safety position that had logged plays, starts, whatever, they got to worry.
It's called a youth movement.
Yes.
I would love to see it, especially on the offensive line. I told you what they need to do. Get those guys young. Get them in their first, second, third year. Let them grow together.
Yeah.
And be puppies and grow. Eventually, they'll be pits.
Yeah.
And now you got the foundation of y'all.
And it would
those high salary guards we got. They got to go.
Yeah, it would be nice because McCary is costly. Ezra didn't get a free agent contract. Now you've got Wyatt Milam, Jonah Mannheim, and Emmanuel Pregnon, 3 interior guys, rookie and 2 second-year guys. Let's see what they do. All right, let's head into the 1 o'clock hour. The quarterback whisperer, will say hello to him coming up. We got plenty rocking on a Mokama Beer Company Monday.
XL Primetime, driven by big #1 Duval Ford, the #1 place to buy your next vehicle. This is the Big D. Duval! And we don't mean Dallas. 1010XL, Jacksonville's Sports Radio.
Hey everybody, it's Joe C. Have you heard about Club Wingstop? It's their loyalty program. You get 10 points for every single dollar you spend on those fire wings and sides. You can share points with the whole family or redeem them for free Wingstop. Not in the club? Well, just grab the app. Hit wingstop.com or scan the QR code at 1010xl.com/Wingstop. Takes 10 seconds. Points even last a full year, so you can cash in today's receipt later. Joe C is locked in. You need to be too. Wingstop, baby. Get in the club. Don't miss the Bari Breakdown with Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays around 1:35 for the latest in sports injury from all the big names in the game. Who's MIA, who's coming back? Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays at 1:35 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Hi, this is Dr. George Bari, an orthopedic surgeon who is fellowship trained in sports medicine. If you are a young athlete or a weekend warrior, I treat you with the care and expertise that is needed to diagnose and treat your injury. Come see me at Bari Orthopedics to get the care that you need.
Be sure and check out the expertise from Dr. George Bari and the entire staff at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com. And follow Doc on Instagram at Dr.GeorgeBari.
Longer days, warmer nights, and a backyard that brings everyone together. Spring and summer in Florida means pool days, backyard barbecues, and night swims under the stars. Picket here for nearly 50 years, Surfside Pools have been creating the backdrops for life's best memories. From weekly service and repairs to remodels, commercial maintenance, and new pool construction, Surfside does it all. Ready to float happy? SurfsidePools.net or call 904-246-2666. Surfside Pools, summer starts here. License number CPC 044080.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Mike Dempsey, if you're thinking about a bathroom upgrade, maybe turning that old tub into a safer walk-in shower, check out 5 Star Bath Solutions. I shopped around, talked to several companies, and I chose 5 Star because their customer service was simply incredible. Responsive, honest, upfront about the entire project, and their pricing was even better than expected. When you're ready for a fresh look, better comfort, and a bathroom space you'll love using every day, schedule your free consultation at 5starbathsolutions.com and get the 5-star experience.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
Do you ever notice how everything in your house works right up until it doesn't? One minute you're fine, then the next minute the AC's struggling, the drain's backing up, and now you've got a problem on your hands. That's when you make the smart play. Call Duck Rooter. 3 expert teams, plumbing, septic, and air conditioning, ready to step in, fix it right, and get everything back under control. And right now, take $50 off any service of $225 or more. Don't let a small issue turn into a big loss. Stay ahead of it. When you're stuck, call Duck Rooter, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
New and pre-owned firearms are in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new sidearm or rifle? Brands like Kimber, Smith & Wesson, 6 Hour, Beretta. No lines, no hassle. Only at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders, 41010XL. This update brought to you by Zero Res. The goal for the Hurricanes and the Golden Knights is to hoist up the Stanley Cup final trophy when it's all said and done. Well, beginning on tomorrow, you'll be able to catch every goal here on 1010XL as we'll broadcast the remaining Stanley Cup final games between Carolina and Las Vegas. All games will be on 1010 a.m. starting at 7:30 p.m. Right now, 87 degrees at 1 o'clock. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. Now, the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson. Driven by George Moore Chevrolet.
And Encore Research Group.
1, 2, 3.
All right, we got eyes on our dude, Denny Thompson, quarterback whisperer, in studio hanging out with us as we talk quarterbacks. You guys are more than welcome to jump in. It is Abel Comma Beer Company Monday. Joe C. back from Nash Vegas and the CMA Fest. Had a big time with all the acts that we got to see in the Spotify house, which is Old Red right there on Broadway. I got to see my beautiful daughter, Hyla, and, of course, the son-in-law moving up in the power rankings. But we need to talk a little college football with Denny right now as we talk. Brendan Sorsby is such a huge story, Denny. First off, you're a quarterback whisperer. You train quarterbacks. Were you ever in a poker game with Brendan Sorsby?
I was
yes
not.
Or no?
No,
Yes or
I was not. I was not. Not to my knowledge. I have been in poker games, but
Yeah.
I've not. I don't think.
But you never looked across and you had a pair of aces and you saw Sorsby and you thought,
No. But just since this is the quarter law here, I wouldn't know him if he walked in right now.
see,
So
there
if
you
he
go.
was at
Beautiful.
the table, you know,
that's the way to do it. I would
He'd
not
fit.
recognize him if he walked in this room today. But when you hear stuff like this, and Matt was just talking about the fact that the NCAA, it's all the teams that make up the NCAA, and you sign when you are a scholarship player that you're not going to gamble.
Yeah.
And you're going to be academic, or you're going to be deemed ineligible. I should not use the word academically ineligible anymore, or phrase. But here we are. He is back. He's going to serve a 2-game suspension. He's going to be able to play for Texas Tech. Good, bad, no big deal for college football.
it's a big deal. I definitely
deal.
don't think it's no big deal. I think it's a big deal. I mean, this is a what do they call this? Setting precedents.
Mm-hmm. You better believe it.
Preferential
How about completely blowing the rule book off the face of the earth?
Does it not set precedents?
Yeah,
Like,
I
I mean,
mean, yeah,
what
now
are
that-
you
Yeah.
gonna do now? You let gambling into your sport after all these years,
right?
And it's brought in just a boatload of cash and ratings and everything else. And now you've taken a stand on this, that this is a 2-game suspension.
It is so mild. For how many bets, roughly, Matt? How many total bets?
More than almost nearly 10,000.
Yeah, because all I said was
$90,000 worth.
Yeah, on the post today, thousands of bets in a 2-game suspension. They don't line up.
It's I never saw this coming. I just assumed that if you're gonna allow that in the sport, that you would be stricter about your sport. About, you guys can't do this.
Right.
Like, you're making more money because we're allowing it. That's your payoff in this. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And we're going to be very, 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 very stringent on you can gamble, you just can't gamble and play college sports. Yeah. I just assumed
You
that
can
was
gamble
gonna
on the
be.
outside world.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's taking a right away from you. You don't have to play college sports if you think you're such a good gambler and you want to do that with your whole life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, are you surprised though? I mean,
I am.
Really? Are you?
I am.
You surprised that the university showed a quarterback of your team preferential treatment over maybe a kicker or a punter?
No, I'm not surprised about that part of it. But man, I am surprised that this is the precedence that they have set. Because I'm not an attorney. I don't want to act like I am, but I mean, how do you go back? I mean, this is what everybody's going to argue against. If you try to suspend somebody there and go, but wait, Sorsby did 3 times this and he only got 2 games.
Yeah, and that's what they will use. The precedent is going to be.
It's not just gambling; it's anything now. I don't care what it is. It's any. Do you really think the NCAA is going to go to Pete Golding and say, "Okay, you texted the guy while he was enrolled at Clemson. We're now going to put you on probation for 2 years." He's going to go, "Are you kidding me?"
Right.
Look at the quarterback at Texas Tech right now.
That's a big no-no.
Yes, there's nothing now that cannot be overcome by a judge. Nothing.
Yeah, you have in a lot of ways made things laughable to a player, the representation that a player has, an attorney represent anybody. They just look at it and go, we handle these cases all day long. We're not worried about anything that you guys are saying. You have no power.
I will say this though, okay? I know it looks really bad, but this is what happens when you keep money from players for 150 years, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens. When you allow them to earn a scholarship for all the money they're making for your university.
So you're saying
this is what
payback
happens.
And come up and
yeah, it's payback.
Wow.
There's no doubt it's payback. There's no doubt it is. Because, look, these guys, once that door opened, NIL and free player movement, that was the end, man. That was the absolute end of everything.
I get it, but Denny, there has to be some organizational rule over the sport. Some.
I mean, I think it's at a level now where you have to have semi-law degree to understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I don't want to be ignorant when I talk, because I see all these things that keep getting put out through, Congress and all but they violate employment law. Like I mean, these guys are not and until somebody is willing to say, this is the solution. Nobody wants to hear this. Mm-hmm. And people driving around are going to cuss me when they hear this. Until we see these teams start to carve the football programs out of the athletic programs and make these guys employees and have to share their revenues, not share, like they have to be transparent, which this
doesn't happen.
Where's that coming from, right? Until that happens, I just don't know how you can do this because you've got that working against you because the courts aren't going to be friendly to you because these guys aren't employees. Mm-hmm. And then the second thing, that I think is probably just as big is kind of to Matt's point, you don't have a draft. And so you have to count on all of the members of your institution, whether that is 45 or whether that is 130, all following the rules. Mm-hmm. On a kid that's down to 3 schools, and you have to count on that one of them's not going to go, yo,
what do you need?
Yo, we got a donor over here. Here's the next.
Well, here's another thing too. Here's another thing, and real quickly, and this is what I don't think everyone also understands. The NFL and the NFL's Players Association, they go months, sometimes even years, working on a collective bargaining agreement. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The NCAA literally put this thing together in a couple months. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They opened up the fire hose and then gave each school a straw and said, "Go ahead,
right?
See what you can do."
But they haven't even created a collective bargaining agreement.
No, that's what I'm saying. They put together this mishmash of rules that couldn't work or wouldn't work or could be overturned, and just walked away from it.
Yeah, Denny, I've been saying they should be collective bargaining.
Yeah.
But the universities are so greedy, they don't want to share that money. Yeah. All you got to do is agree upon those rules. Hey, listen, NFL, you gamble, NFL, 1 year suspension. Mm-hmm. Done.
Yeah. Once you do have that CBA.
Yeah, have that in the CBA.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think that's where I was going with this. Is that's the only way you're going to be able to stop this now that the court has made their ruling.
Yeah, because school's going to have judges in their back pockets.
No question, man. No question. It's just, and there's not, I understand there has to be reined back. There's the numbers right now. I don't even want to talk about it. I heard a couple of them yesterday that were just man, what are we even talking about anymore? But it has to be reined back, but it can't go 2 decades back.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
It can't go back to, well, if they can go and they can get a sponsorship deal over here, then that's what they'll. No. You're bringing in $300 million now.
Right.
And I'm making that up. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, but how silly was it for the NCAA to originally say, hey, if you have an NIL deal that goes over $600, you need to report it.
Yes.
You remember, that's so antiquated and archaic, and that was, I don't know, a year ago?
Yeah.
Something like that. But here's the other part of it, and this is the part I'm curious about. The NCAA is willing to take bullet after bullet after bullet, loss after loss after loss, so they don't have to have a CBA.
Yeah, no question.
When it's all said and
the
done.
way that this all ties into the Sorsby deal, I believe, is like, I don't think it's coincidence that they allow gambling and all the stuff we're talking about all kind of happen at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like NIL and money and the expansion of playoffs. And again, I wasn't in the rooms, I don't know, but the timeline lines up pretty good to where all of a sudden, like, we're semi-promoting gambling, and the growth of our sport is just absolutely exploding.
Yep.
You're going to run into issues like this, especially to Leon's point, when you don't have a guideline that says, according to what we have bargained, you are deemed ineligible if you do this.
I'd like for them to get to a point when you finally have enough, like you said, alignment, rules, everything is in place to where no one can keep asking for something more. Like now it's this is it.
Yeah.
Okay. What you have is good. What you have is good. We all agree now. Now quit your being and moaning.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. You get paid. This is what we expect of you. You got to show up. You got to attend class. You know, whatever the other part of it's part of the agreement.
And I think there's people that just hate the thought of, you know, something's changed, and you know, the same guys aren't staying at school 5 years and all those things. And I completely get that. But I'm going to tell you guys, like, I think the game of football is better than it's ever been. The quality of the game at the college level is as good as it has ever been.
Okay, so let's carry that over to the next seg, because that's the thing we like. That's what we pay attention to. We got to argue about all this other Dumas stuff just so we can actually see some football on the field. But let's at least talk about it a little bit, because, yeah, the quality of play is up. The amount of teams that can compete is up. It's just all this other stuff that's going on. All right, quarterback whisperer Denny Thompson hanging out with us, XLP, on a Mocamo Beer Company Monday.
XL Primetime from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios. 1010XL.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You hear it too?
What do you hear?
The voice. 1010XL.
He does have a warm, attractive voice, doesn't he?
Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Hey everybody, it's Joe C. Have you heard about Club Wingstop? It's their loyalty program. You get 10 points for every single dollar you spend on those fire wings and sides. You can share points with the whole family or redeem them for free Wingstop. Not in the club? Well, just grab the app. Hit wingstop.com or scan the QR code at 1010xl.com/Wingstop. Takes 10 seconds. Points even last a full year, so you can cash in today's receipt later. Joe C is locked in. You need to be too. Wingstop, baby. Get in the club.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Dempsey inviting you to celebrate America 250 with huge savings at the Employee Pricing Sales Event only at big #1 Duval Ford. Right now, you pay what the employees pay on select new Ford trucks and SUVs. Drive off in a new F-150, a versatile Escape, or a family-ready Explorer, all with unbeatable savings and great financing. But don't wait. This red, white, and blue sales event is for a limited time only at the big #1 Duval Ford on Cassett Avenue. Duval Ford, proud to drive America forward.
I'm Chris Campione. Auto accidents can leave you feeling lost and overwhelmed. But at Campione Law, we're here to guide you with a personal touch through every step of the process. We don't get paid unless you get paid. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
He's the former Jacksonville beat reporter, and he still knows your team well.
Oh, you don't say.
He's Pete Prisco, Thursday afternoons on The Frangie Show.
This I gotta see.
Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles on 1010XL.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Hey friends, Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Have you ever stored a gallon of leftover paint, opened the can years later, and it's rusty, crusty, and unusable? Next time, secure the lid tightly to ensure no leaks and store the can upside down. Oxygen can't get to it, therefore no rust and no crust. If you'd like more tips or have a question about a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
are here. The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. On Kalshi, you can trade every match from the opening stage all the way to the final. Let's give a look at the World Cup winner. USA is trading at 1.5% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade would pay out around $6,600 if they win soccer's biggest prize. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. As the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code 1010XL to get $10 when you trade 10 Kalshi Kalshi dollars. Trade the beautiful game, 18 and over only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just the job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Hacker here for Awaken 180 Weight Loss. You know, the summer is here. In fact, I'm out on a little vacation right now with my family, and that's one of the great things about Awaken 180 Weight Loss. I'll talk about the coaching you get on Awaken 180. You know, some weight loss programs, what do, right? They just send you some shots. They say, all right, work it out. They send you an appetite suppressant, some sort of pill. All right, you're on your own. Not Awaken 180. You talk with your coach. Like my coach, Kate, every time I was on vacation, every time I had a family get together, we worked up a plan. We worked up something for me to follow, and then I would get right back on the program when I returned from vacation. It's one of the great things about Awaken 180 Weight Loss, and it's why I lost over 100 pounds. It's the best weight loss program I was ever on. They know life happens, but they work with you, and it's great. Go to awaken180weightloss.com. It's awaken180weightloss.com, or call 844-346-1800. Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mokama. Check out their great craft in the tap room in Fernandina Beach.
We got the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson, hanging out with us for one more seg, talking quarterbacking, college football, the National Football League. Brendan Sorsby with a suspension. We've definitely been talking about that. And we were talking about just how much it sucks. How bad, we were just in the break talking about representation. How bad was Joey Smokes' representation, Joey Aguilar, that he could not get another year of eligibility with all that has been, like, every case seems like whoever's representing the player is going to win, and yet Joey got denied.
In a bad situation. Joey's our guy.
Yeah.
I love Joey.
Yeah, but and so Matt
I don't know who his representation is, but
no, they just chose poorly as far as the judge. I don't know about representation.
Yeah, because the judge shopping thing we always talk about, but he got hosed.
He did.
When you consider everything
his
else.
whole draft prospect changes if he plays another year at Tennessee.
Oh,
he's a baller.
Yeah, instead of being an undrafted guy, and at the very least, we're putting some teal paint on it, saying, "Hey, he's got a chance that he can turn some
and
heads
the
here."
Ball's prospects, completely changed.
Especially the way those young kids they have there. If they had another year sitting behind Joey,
high ceilings.
Yeah.
Faison's going to be a player, man.
Yeah.
He's just young. He's just a freshman.
It's so dangerous to throw those guys out there like that, man. It's just like, I don't, because you're playing with 24-year-olds now. You know, it's not
18,
just
19,
like it
20.
used to be, and feelings get hurt and confidence gets shattered, man. I mean, I thought we witnessed it with Arch when they threw him in against Georgia. Do y'all remember that a couple years ago?
Yeah, the deer on the
Quinn was
headlights looked
playing
on his
bad,
face. Yeah,
and Georgia just ripped him.
Yeah.
And I remember walking out of that stadium going, "Did they just ruin that kid?" And to his credit, they didn't.
Yeah.
But,
And Leon, you know, when you wait until that most important moment and you throw a dude in there that ain't ready for it, like
threw him out there to a pack of wolves.
Yeah, like you got to apologize for that at some point.
But I mean, with this day and age, you can't with the amount of money that you're spending on these kids to come to these schools. You can't groom them. You know, they can't be. I mean, they got to be thrown in the fire, do they not? I mean, because I was developed.
That's
I was developed.
That's
When
a
was my
great
time?
question.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good question because we were just kind of talking about this at the break too. Like, I think everybody's asking that exact question. Leon, is how much are we going to spend in the quarterback room? And when we find a young one, like I think you're seeing more and more people invest in that young one, saying, "Don't. It's not your time, but don't leave."
Right.
The
actual old art of recruiting.
Right. And they've got, a guy with 1 year left, and then they move that guy. It's always cheaper for them if they keep their own players, and if you have to go get somebody else, it's literally half price probably.
Yeah.
And then you can invest in that next one coming up. The problem is that there's so much intense pressure to win now that like you got to have that first guy to have the second guy. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But it's like I used to call yours and others a cottage industry, a niche industry. And then it's ballooned into much more than that.
Dude, it's
okay. Yeah. But you guys may be providing more coaching, more valuable face time with a player than an actual coach at on a college campus, because if he doesn't think this cat has it, he's bouncing them within 365 days, whereas you may be working with a guy for years.
No, that's very true. No, that's very true.
It sucks.
It's interesting. From the training model perspective, we train our college guys now pretty much identical to the way we train the NFL guys.
Okay.
Because there's resources. You know what I mean? Like they can come in and they can spend money on motion capture, and they can spend money on movement analysis, and they can spend money on all these different things, and they can come here and stay here for a week at a time. And so you're seeing these guys they develop a little quicker these days. It's just they're not getting out on the field because like the Miamis of the world are like, well, why would I go take a chance on a kid that's never taken a snap when my boosters are telling me I can go spend $8 million on a kid that can?
Yeah, and they've now done it 3 years running.
Yeah,
and it's provided great results, right?
Yeah, well, like the Drew Mestamaker kid last year at North Texas.
Yeah,
bro, he never started a high school game. The stories, but if you just saw him throw, which we did for years and years and years, you knew. And so now that's what's happening. You go to North Texas, you go to wherever those places are, you get on the field. That's your experience. That's your development.
And you get seen.
And then you go to Michigan, and then you go to Georgia, and then Georgia's kind of homegrown.
Okay, so let me just step in here real quick because I think this needs to be said as well. Like for years, the NCAA argued that what they gave players was fitting for what they did for the universities, right?
That's the scholarship.
The scholarship, the
great marketing opportunity,
the professional development. Okay,
right.
Like it equaled to any money that they could earn. Okay. Now we're seeing in these brief 5 years of the NIL era, these guys are worth so much flipping money, these players. So much more than any of us could have even imagined, right? And it gets bigger and bigger year after year after year. So the idea that, boy, it was so great back then. It wasn't great back then. They just had everybody fooled into this idea that
it still was great back then.
It was great. It was great because you knew where your players, where the players were. They weren't leaving every other year. My point is the actual people playing the game. And at some point, we have to look at that because we look at that in the NFL.
I know, but I still look at Leon. Leon, it was great what you had. It was great. Okay,
yeah.
You did not get the pay that you
would have been great
if you got deserved, but it still was great. Let's not rewrite that crap.
Look at Serge. Look at his face.
Well,
would have been greater if you got paid.
Hell yes, it would have.
Well, listen, $80 a week. I made it rock.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I made it rock. $80 a week in money.
Yeah,
I still had a great time.
There's also like a change happening in the training world too, though, because when we all came up, you could play multiple sports, and be great at everything.
Right. Now it's frowned upon or not allowed.
Well, it's frowned upon or not allowed, but here's the other thing is the game's a little bit better because the parents who see talent are going, wait, I can get my payback in 3 years. Like if you're looking at ROI, and I'm not saying this is the way you should parent your child, but if you just look at the ROI on it, and I'm not even pitching for clients. I don't need new clients.
Right.
If I've got a kid who has a chance at this, it used to be, all right, I got to get him all the way through high school. Then I got to get him all the way through college. He's got to not get hurt. Everything's got to work out. And then we got to get drafted, and then we'll get paid. Bro, you just got to get him Division I committed now. at 16, 17 years old, like this kid can know.
It's a good point.
That over the course of the next 5 years, he's going to make $2.5 million. So if you had to spend whatever you had to spend on his training, that is a hell of an ROI.
You've given new life to Helicopter Dad because now he does see. Because before
I said the ones that are talented, I didn't say all of them. If you're not sure they're throwing with the right hand, then you don't need to be investing in them.
I'm with you 100% because at the very least now there are some riches and rewards that can come your way much sooner. Heck, for some even in high school. As opposed to getting them through high school into a college. And so there's a lot of great situations that have come out of this, but we also know there's also a lot of horror stories that have come out of this. But you just want to get to a point where you feel like when we went to break, the last thing you said was the football's better. The football is better right now. We see a lot more talented players, teams all competing at a high level.
They need to bring the hashes in, and you would see almost an identical correlation to the NFL game. Those hashes are still out wide, and it makes a big difference. But when have we ever seen more of a correlation between the college game and the NFL game than we do right now? It used to be like, why don't they run that in the NFL if they run in college? Now they're all running the same thing. Like quarterbacks are getting in there, same system.
The NFL doesn't want those hashes moved in because then all of a sudden that siphons off their game.
Yeah,
because it's a good product now.
Yeah,
if those hashes come in, bro. I'm telling you, right? It would almost be like college football competing with the NFL.
Yeah, but they wouldn't overtake them.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. They absolutely wouldn't. But I'm telling you right now, it would be the NFL does not want.
I think they like it just to see, kind of check that arm strength.
I mean, we might as well. I mean, I think the player should be with 2 feet in now.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think it's silly that when a player falls to the ground, he can't get back up and run. I just think that's
There's little things like that.
Big ones.
There's little things like
that. It bothers me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The game is better because the resources are greater, and there's guys playing the game longer, which I know none of us like. I don't like. I mean, you get into 7 years of eligibility, and it's just crazy. Like 6 years is besides the COVID stuff, right? I understand. Like I remember, like JJ, I remember us doing radio back when COVID was happening, being like, "This is the worst rule ever written." When it happened, it was just like, "What are we even doing here?"
Was JJ wearing a mask back then?
Good one.
No, that's where that whole glass studio came
the
from,
whing,
right?
man. Yeah.
Cordoned him off.
Yeah, we were on air when they shut down the basketball.
Oh, we were literally on the air when the Rudy Gobert stuff happened.
Yeah.
And the world ended.
He put his hands was it his hands all over the microphone?
And he fake coughed or whatever. Yeah. By the way, Rudy traded for Cat. Never forget that.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It changed Cat's world. Karl Anthony Towns changed his world.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
But besides that, I mean, I think the 5 for 5 and all that kind of stuff puts us in the right direction. But football-wise, man, the quality of this is good. The sport is bigger than it's ever been. I don't want to see expansion of the playoffs, but you know what? If they expand the playoffs, I'm going to watch every one of them.
Probably. Well, you'll see some stinkers, but you'll probably watch every one of them. But then Matt was bringing up something, what was it, 2 weeks ago, with if you do come up with some way to rein this bad boy in, still include academics, have a GPA that matters. At least that's been floated out there, and I think it's.
They'll never do it.
We don't even talk about academics.
They don't care about academics anymore.
It's
the easiest way to do it because then you literally at least have a box for these guys. Right now, there's no box.
Bro, another thing that COVID was the perfect excuse for is it got rid of the ACT, SAT test requirement.
Yeah, which also
never came back.
Which also hurt college sports. Yeah.
Remember, if we go back in time, we had a Prop 48.
Yes.
We had the exceptions and all this kind of stuff. And there were great stories that came out of it, but there were a lot of other guys that were denied. But I always believe that back then was great too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's better financially for the player, way the hell better than it was. But is it the sum total of everything? Is it better? We see better players, better competition, and I think maybe the fan feels rewarded by that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't love the fact that it's no longer a Letterman's jacket because the dude's playing for 3 different schools or 4 different schools.
I mean, the whole thing has changed. Like, I mean, there was a time when you went to these games and you just saw bands and now we got laser light shows and now we've got, huge boards running advertisements nonstop and we're redesigning, these 100-year-old stadium so that we can get more suites and more revenue in. Like, just everything has changed. And don't believe for one second that they're doing that to pay players for. Now, let's be real.
Yeah. Now they're having to come up with more
money's money. The game has just changed in every way, shape, and form. It's just not what it used to be. I don't know if it used to be better or is better now. I don't know. It's just I enjoy it like I used to enjoy it then. I still enjoy it now.
Yeah. It's as long as we still see good college football. All right, young son, brag on him just a little bit. Manning Passing Academy.
No,
Come on.
No. He's still my youngest son Walker still has never played football because he was going to play last year and he tore his ACL.
Yeah.
Like first practice in full pads.
God, that sucks.
Tore his ACL, so he's just gotten the green light to get going again, and he's out there spinning it at Mandarin. So we're excited.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah,
he does. He looks good. He'll be at the Manning Passing Academy before it's all over.
We'll see.
Okay.
We got to get him hit a couple times, right?
Got to get it out of his head.
Yeah.
But able to go through spring and all that kind of stuff.
Nah, he just got clear.
Okay,
yeah,
so
he's just now
cleared?
going. Yeah, we've been playing golf for a little while, but he's just now getting clear. Still not clear for contact. Surgery wasn't until like last October.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Do you get invited to the Manning camp? How does that work?
You pay.
Oh, you pay.
Yeah, unless you're a college counselor. Yeah, that thing is like
so they don't send out like exclusive invitations to.
I don't think so. I mean,
high schoolers.
I've been out there twice, and Thibodaux, Louisiana, hot, and it's 60 college counselors with, I don't know, 900 kids running around on 15 different fields. It's enormous.
Yeah.
The middle of nowhere.
Look, give him the dream.
Yeah, man.
And who is coaching at Mandarin now? Toby, is he still?
Yeah, Toby Bullock.
Yeah. He's a good coach, that's for sure. All right, Denny, good stuff, man. We appreciate it.
All right, guys.
Denny Thompson, the quarterback whisperer, right here on XL Primetime.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford. A new chapter on 1010XL, The Lead.
With Hayes Carline and Ryan O'Halloran.
Friday afternoons 4 to 6 on 1010XL.
The new MVP of lunch has arrived. Firehouse Subs Steak and Cheese Melt. USDA Choice Flame-Seared Steak, sauteed red and green bell peppers, caramelized onions, melted provolone cheese, and mayo on a toasted sub roll. Steak and Cheese Melt, only at Firehouse Subs.
After attending a Saturday Bumps and Bruises clinic by Southeast orthopedic specialist, my son's hip and shoulder issues were diagnosed quickly, and he's back playing. As a busy family, we really appreciate their prompt attention.
I've been having knee problems for probably 6 months, and I had heard about Southeast Orthopedics on the radio, and I gave them a call. They got me right in. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. It was painless, and it's been doing fantastic.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Happy Father's Day to all you fathers.
Absolutely. Happy Father's Day. Well, thanks, guys.
Wow, I wonder how many fathers out there would love a new outdoor kitchen under their new pavilion or screen enclosure from Lifetime Enclosures.
I bet most would. Imagine having the entire family over and cooking a barbecue feast for everyone, protected from the elements.
I'd like to cook for Dad. Jacob, do you think you could? I think so, Pan.
I bet both you guys could.
Visit Lifetime Enclosures website or visit our showrooms today to experience the Lifetime difference and ask about our Father's Day specials.
Lifetime Enclosures.
Southwest Greens is the OG of artificial turf in North Florida. Stop mowing and start chipping or putting or just relaxing with a beautiful backyard, maintenance free. Log on to southwestgreensofjacksonville.com to see what they can do to your backyard.
Summer is made for road trips, beach days, and family vacations. Before you hit the road, make sure your vehicle is ready at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Their trusted technicians can handle your oil change, fluids, filters, and more, all while you stay comfortably in your vehicle. No appointment needed. With convenient locations, a 4.7-star national rating, and named #1 quick lube for customer service by Forbes, it's easy to see why drivers choose Valvoline. Get road trip ready today at Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey gang, Prosser here for my friends Chad and Sandy. What are your concerns? What struggles do you anticipate when it comes time to sell your home? What is it that bothers you? What's keeping you from getting max money as quickly as possible? Well, I don't know what those reasons are because I know they're all silly. Because Chad and Sandy have one down-to-the-line guarantee. Your home sold guaranteed, or they will buy it. It'll be at a price and a rate that you agree upon beforehand. So if you need to sell now, fast, easy, stress-free, and you need max price, then you need Chad and Sandy. The government's making moves intended to push mortgage rates lower. The last time rates dropped, we saw a selling and buying frenzy. Now's the time to prepare. It's time to call Chad and Sandy. Darcy in San Jose did. I wanted to move to a more walkable, vibrant area. Within 3 days of working with Chad and Sandy's team, I found the perfect home. They do it stress-free with a guarantee. Go to chadandsandy.com or call 414-6200. That's chadandsandy.com.
Something amazing is happening right now at Beards Diamonds. Now for a limited time, you can pay 0 down and get 0 interest financing for 5 whole years. Yeah, Hicken here. You heard it right. That's $12,000 designer engagement ring, yours now for $200 a month. That makes everything affordable. How about a $6,000 diamond eternity band, $100 a month? Say goodbye to high interest rates. Get the relief you deserve at Beards Diamonds. But hurry, this incredible offer ends at the end of the month, June 30th, and will not be extended. How about a $3,000 pair of diamond earrings, $50 a month? Make any purchase, spread your payments over 5 years with 0 down and 0 interest financing. Rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, pendants, colored gemstone jewelry. Let the non-commissioned experts at Beards help you find the perfect piece of jewelry. Beards Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center, Jacksonville's premier locally owned jeweler. Shop now and enjoy 0 interest financing for 5 years. Hurry, this amazing offer ends June 30th. Shop local. Shop Beards Diamonds.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, my golden moment is Spurs just ran into some old man strength. That's all. Just the old man strength, bro. I remember that time it happened to me with my dad. I was washing the dishes, 15 years old, looking down at him. He told me to stop slamming the dishes in there. Next thing I know, he rolled up on me. And I looked down at him. He's like, "Oh, you a man now, huh?" And then before I knew it, my dad hit me with the right. I fell before I got caught with the left.
Oh, yeah, you went down.
I went down.
How big were you when you were 15?
I was, 6'4", 260. But I forgot my dad did box at one particular time in his life.
How big was your dad?
My dad about 5'9". I'm about 5'9", about 220.
So he must have popped you.
Oh,
man.
he got me good, bro.
Yeah. He was giving up a half a foot to you.
My mama ran in the kitchen and says, "Don't hurt my baby." I was so shameful on the floor, just grabbing my ribs like that.
And you know what?
That's
how we learn.
That's how we learn. That's how we learn.
And if he is
never slammed a dish again.
That's what my dad used to say to me all the time. And that's how we learn.
That's it.
And if he's giving up a half foot to you, he can catch you in a rib.
Yeah, that's what he did. He did, bro. Hit me.
That's like, it's so funny. Like there was a post on X last week. I think I might have told you, might not have been here when I said this. It was about, how much did you everybody get when you got A's in school? And I reposted and I said, I don't know about A's, but I remember the ass kicking I got when I didn't get A's.
Yeah, I remember you talking about this. Yeah, I don't remember.
That's kind of where we are right now in society, where you're talking about it's okay. You can gamble a little, Johnny. It's okay. You can have more than 6,000 bets and spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on gambling, but it's okay. We're gonna let you play.
I'm gonna just make this point to you and not pass it on like we all do. But that ship has sailed. It has been gone for a long, long time. This is not the thing that just signaled.
Not everywhere, JoJo. There are still little kids around there getting their ass kicked.
Oh,
for
of
bad
course.
grades.
But all that other stuff you just talked about, yes. You hope parents raise their kids correctly, but all that other stuff.
There's still some doing it the right way.
Yes, of course.
But to your point, yes, there are many, many, many who just
yeah, and forever
giving up. Just giving up
and forever. So yeah, look, Brendan Sorsby. There's going to be a lot of people sore about Sorsby being given a chance to return to college football after gambling and found to be making thousands of bets. But at the same time, there's no control. I won't even use, hey, there are all these other evils, so that's why this evil is allowed, or so many other wrongs have been committed, that's why this wrong is allowed. Not even that. It's just that there are no flipping rules in college football right now, period.
I got news for you, bro.
Pretty soon, false start and holding. They're not going to be
very
they won't even count them.
Very few rules in society right now. Okay, I got news for you. Yeah. I'm not kidding. I was reading, and I'll even say I was reading on USA Today yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
There was a story. I mean, it was like the cover story on the news section. Okay,
mm-hmm.
Is it something along the lines of parenting? Is it worth it anymore?
Oh my gosh!
You got to be kidding me!
Oh my god!
And the woman they were talking to was saying, "I'm 2 years into postpartum. I have another child, so it's a 3-in-1, and it's just all overwhelming." And I'm thinking to myself, "You have got to be kidding me right now."
Yeah, it is.
I wish I would have read the article before.
Bro, don't even listen to that crap. That's just crap.
Yeah.
Don't listen to it.
I'm not.
Yeah, but you make sure.
Very, very excited. Went to the doctor today.
And?
Everything's going great.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
She turned herself around in the right direction. Because I had a talking to her. When I heard that she was turned the wrong way, I'm like, listen, Sophia,
Mm-hmm.
you need to get back in there. When we go to the doctor next time, you better have it figured out.
And we're talking about the baby.
Yes.
who JJ and Blake
but
have already
apparently
named.
they can hear you and
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
And so she was
guess
turned in the
what?
wrong
we went
direction.
today, and she's perfectly fine.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome. Now, I don't know if you saw
You're
what
welcome, Blake.
I don't know if you saw what I said, but whenever you have another child, I want to know if Blake can pull this off, because Keith Urban's fiddler was 8 months pregnant on the stage and just fiddling her fanny off. And so that's why I said, Blake, the next go around, you might see if you can get her to do that. It was incredible.
Did you send that video?
Yeah.
She's more than likely not worried about, is it worth it having kids?
Yeah. I went back to make sure it went through, and I don't know if it did. 2 things that I sent to you guys that I don't know if they went through.
No, I didn't get that one.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure you get it. But
Jelly Roll and
Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other one, I'll find it here and make sure it comes.
What's
to you.
his name, by the way? Jelly Roll. Do you know?
I don't even know. All right, here
like,
it is,
you know,
JJ. I'm gonna
Jack
try it again
something?
because it should go through this time. And the other one that I sent to you guys, apparently that Sorry A. Sala is walking up and down Broadway. Okay, the now head coach of the Tennessee Titans. And if he sees homeless people, he's giving them Duval shirts to wear.
Nice.
Okay? And I'm telling you, I have it out for him.
It's better than Tighten Up.
Well, I don't like this. I don't like where this is going. Okay.
Still better than having Tighten Up jerseys on.
Well, but they're trying to make the homeless up and down Broadway appear as if they are from Duval. Okay?
Or you got people screaming Duval on Broadway.
They ain't screaming Duval. Okay. This is just the homeless cat. Okay, looking for some help. And he was there back-to-back days.
I'm seeing it positively, Joe.
I don't know, man.
You're seeing it
I don't-
negatively.
I don't like, well, there's a lot of negative here. Okay. I'm not handing out Tighten Up shirts to homeless people in Jacksonville. I'm trying to give them a few shekels. I don't like that at all.
Because the homeless here would not wear Tighten Up shirts.
I hope not.
I do see homeless people here in Jag stuff, though.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
That is a
I
great
see
point,
a lot
Joe.
of it.
That's a great point.
So there we are. It troubled me. And I didn't like it at all. And
by the way, Jelly Roll is Jason DeFord.
Okay. I tell you what.
I like Jelly Roll better.
Yeah, Jelly Roll has honestly, he was a combination. He put on a great show. He was a combination. Closed out CMA Fest Thursday night for the Spotify House. He is a cross between like a really good singer and rapper with a little Gomer Pyle mixed in,
right,
and a little Awaken 180 hacker. Okay, because he has dropped. Jelly Roll has dropped a ton of weight.
He still wears the old clothes, though. He's got to wear like different clothes now, right?
He's dropped a ton of weight. He's rocking, and
he's got plenty of money. He can afford clothes,
and a little bit of Herman Munster with those shoes he was rocking the other night.
By the way, speaking of Awaken, I was watching a video. It popped up randomly on my feed of. Remember when I did I failed at the McDonald's challenge a few years back.
Yes. It's tough.
And I was terrible at it. Well, I was watching the video. Hacks in it, dude. I mean, completely different guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I forgot. I'm like, holy crap, man.
Yeah.
Pat was a fat boy.
He was a big boy.
Yeah.
He was a
I'm
big
proud
boy.
of him, though.
Yeah.
The one
he
before,
looks fantastic.
the one before and after he does, every time he does like an ad on X is remarkable.
Okay.
Remarkable. Like he'll do
was like,
the
dang, I
photo
almost
before, then the
forgot.
photo after. Yeah, it's Jelly Roll. There's no doubt in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we see all that, the weight loss commercials on television, they usually show the females with the before and after in the bikini, and then so Hacker maybe in a Speedo or something.
Please.
Yeah. Did you say please?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see if we can line that up. It's XL Primetime.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford, elite service for elite companies. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
I just got another NBA offer from Hard Rock Bet.
A Hard Rock Bet promo at the Hard Rock Bet Party? That is so meta.
That's not meta. That's Meta World Peace. Meta. Tell them about Hard Rock Bet.
Hard Rock Bet has it all. Live odds for every NBA game, every player prop, same game parlays, you name it. It's the only place I play these days.
Okay, now that is meta.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Homeowners, is your home storm ready? Now during the storm season sale at Renewal by Anderson, you buy one window or door and get one 40% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. There's never been a better time to protect your home before the next storm. But this offer ends June 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Got a dent or a scratch that needs fixing? San Jose Collision in Mandarin offers expert auto body repair and works with all insurance. Family owned and locally trusted. San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Hey guys, Hicken here. You know Zero Res won't let rising gas prices stop you from having a clean and healthy home. Flash sale time, baby. Oh yeah, call and book Zero Res this week. You get 3 rooms carpet cleaned for $149 and you get a 4th room for free. Flash sale, a no-brainer if you have 4 rooms in your house. Flash sale also includes $75 off air duct cleaning. So this week only, visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and tell them 1010XL sent you for the flash sale. Zero Res.
Hi, folks. Frank Frangie for the farm at Okefenokee. My wife and I and a bunch of friends just got back from the farm, and we had an incredible experience. We toured the regenerative farm, as well as the beautiful handcrafted cabins, and were treated to a fantastic farm-to-table dinner created by Congreve and Penn. Man, was it good. Well, you can learn more at okefarm.com. That's okefarm.com. And even hear my interview with farm co-founder Doug Davis to learn even more about this amazing property. That's okefarm.com.
Hicken here for Oceanside Cleaners, the very best in dry cleaning service. Free pickup and delivery, or use their self-service kiosk in Ponte Vedra and Southside for drop-off and pickup. Dry cleaning, laundry, bedding, and bridal gown preservation. If it's got fabric, they can clean it. Oceanside Cleaners.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Mondays on XL Primetime, brought to you by Mokama. Check out their great craft in the tap room in Fernandina Beach.
Good time today. Just kind of batting it around as far as the Brendan Sorsby news. Ruled eligible to return to college football. Sans a 2-game suspension against mighty Abilene Christian and Oregon State, the Beavs. Those two will have to face Texas Tech without Sorsby in uniform. And then according to the injunction that was granted, he will be eligible for the next 10 games to play in college football. We'll see how it goes, if anything changes, but that is a big piece of news. And now will Texas Tech be able to roll on the way they did a year ago? They make it back to the college football playoff. They're the Big 12 betting favorite.
They will have a better team, and they will clearly have a better quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But he's going to go through some stuff, man. Like, let's look at that schedule. I'm not exactly sure. Hang on, let's see that schedule. Because the road games they play, buddy, let me tell you something. He's going to have some tough skin. So they got to play at Colorado, which shouldn't be that bad. at Cincinnati, which is going to be a definitely interesting game. At Oklahoma State, which could be a tough spot, especially if, Mester Maker and the rest of that crew that went there from North Texas. And then they're at Baylor, which also could be a tough one. But he doesn't have to get the heavy hitting road games, I guess is the best way to look at this. But still, any game on the road is going to be difficult for him.
Yeah.
It will
because
definitely.
you just think they're going to rip him, but he ain't going to hear it.
I mean, it's 100% yes. And anytime he struggles, it's going to be, well, what happened? Whether it's at home or away. So he's going to be dealing with this for the entire season.
Yeah, it's not going to go away, but I'm pretty sure, Big, you got ripped left and right whenever you were on the road, right?
No, I mean, you're going to get ripped either way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to say a lot because, listen, he's going to face scrutiny no matter what, all right? Especially when he starts playing again by the media, the local media, and the big media. But we'll see what kind of character he has. You can go into those places and still play well despite the scrutiny, despite everybody against you. So we'll see.
I still say, what does the NFL do? Like when Terrell Pryor left after the whole gold pants thing and the money for memorabilia, they suspended him, I think, 4 or 6 games. One of the two. 4 games maybe. I don't know. It's 4 or 6. But what does the NFL do if he plays an entire season of college football, sans the 2-game suspension, which is stupid, right? Then the NFL, somebody drafts him. Then what are they going to tell him? You got to sit out a year?
I don't know. One doesn't govern the other. So.
Right, but my point is just precedent with Terrell Pryor. Like, Terrell Pryor left to escape the NCAA sanctions he was going to get.
Okay.
Went to the NFL, and the NFL said, you're suspended for the first, whatever it was, 6 games, I think.
I have to go back and look at that because I know he was trying to avoid one, but you're saying the other one was able to enforce it. I kind of remember now that you're saying that. But in this case, are you like you're saying that after
I'm saying,
this?
What does the NFL do after all this? After he's admitted to being a habitual gambler,
right? But now the penalty's been given.
Right. But you're still allowing someone who's a habitual gambler into your league.
So he will have served whatever the sentence was.
Right, but you don't know if he won't relapse. You have no idea.
No, we don't. But the reason I'm asking is because your example of Terrell Pryor, he didn't serve.
I know, but my point is, does the NFL say, all right, you need to sit a year?
Hey, you're
sit
worried.
A year, and let's make sure you go 2 straight years without having to worry about gambling.
They won't do that.
Yeah,
they don't care.
You're worried that this guy's going to come in and ruin the first guy, the bad seed to ruin the NFL. No,
I don't think. I mean, gambling is it's all about competitive.
Oh yes,
competitive advantage or not?
But they're not. Yeah, they're going to do their due diligence, and then they're going to figure out exactly.
Just like they do with those, players who hit women and.
Oh my gosh!
The manslaughter.
Totally,
they don't care.
Manslaughter.
They don't care.
Right. Yeah.
They don't. Why do you think they're going to care about this? They don't.
Yeah.
They don't. They let Ridley
because it's
play.
more about the game than the other stuff.
There's enough history here. All right, let's say hello to Helmets and Heels.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Big doings at the Walk-Off Charities Golf Tournament, Helmets and Heels, over at Deer Creek. Lauren Brooks joins us now. How's it going over there?
Yeah, super excited to be here. Golf just wrapped up in this Daly's Walk-Off Charities Golf Classic, and so lunch is underway, and then the award ceremony will be happening right after that. But certainly the auction is live right now, so make sure people visit walkoffcharities.com. Tons of good stuff to get into, and Frank will join us at 3:15. But Joe, did you see Ella Langley at all? That's what I need to know.
No, here's the thing, is that I was fired up that Ella Langley was supposed to be one of the performers for CMA Fest, and for whatever reason, scheduling didn't fall the way they were hoping, but so many other great acts. If like my 3 nights ended with Jelly Roll, Florida Georgia Line reuniting, and Shabuzi, and so many other great acts. Luke Bryan, Blake Shelton, Brothers Osborne, Cody Johnson, just on and on and on. It was just it was awesome.
How do I become a gaffer?
Yeah, exactly. Got to be willing to work for free.
Yeah, I've done that many a time in my life, that's for sure.
All right, so you guys will be jumping to all that. Of course, Brendan Sorsby and then minicamp tomorrow.
You got that right.
Okay, all right, sounds good, Lauren. Thanks. We'll be listening.
Thank you.
All right, Walk-Off Charities. Frank does a great job every year. Countless opportunities given to the youth around Jacksonville that might otherwise not be able to enjoy the game of baseball. It's his passion. He's done a great job with it. That's for sure. All right, we are all at minicamp. Looking forward to it. We're going to see 3 days worth of what these Jaguars in 2026 look like. So look forward to that tomorrow right here on XL Primetime. Thanks to all hanging out with us on a Mokama Beer Company Monday.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford.